and the Beast. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a wealthy merchant with his 3 daughters. The 2 older daughters were proud and selfish, but the youngest, named Beauty, was kind-hearted, gentle, and loved by all who knew her. One day, the merchant lost all his wealth in a shipwreck. He and his daughters had to move to a small cottage in the countryside and live a humble life. The older daughters complained every day, but Beauty accepted their new life with grace. Some months later, the merchant heard that one of his lost ships had arrived at port. Hoping to recover his fortune, he prepared for a long journey. Disheartened, he began his journey home. On the way, he got lost in a dark forest. As a storm raged, he stumbled upon a mysterious, enchanted castle. He entered and found food on the table and a warm fire, but no one in sight. Exhausted, he ate and slept there. The next morning, he found a beautiful garden outside the castle. Remembering Beauty's wish, he picked a single rose. Suddenly, a terrible beast appeared, roaring with rage. "You ungrateful man!" the beast growled. "I gave you food and shelter, and you steal from my garden. For this, you must pay with your life." The merchant begged for mercy and explained the rose was for his daughter. The beast agreed to let him go on one condition. He must send one of his daughters to live in the castle in his place. With a heavy heart, the merchant agreed. When he returned home and told his daughters the story, Beauty bravely offered to go, despite her father's protests. At the castle, Beauty was treated with kindness. The beast gave her beautiful clothes and books, and they shared meals together. Though the beast was frightening to look at, Beauty began to see his gentle soul. Every night, the beast asked, "Beauty, will you marry me?" And every night, she gently refused. After many months, Beauty began to miss her father deeply. The beast allowed her to visit home, but warned, "Return in 7 days, or I will die of heartbreak." At home, Beauty's family was shocked to see her so well and happy. Her sisters, jealous of her fine clothes and joyful spirit, tricked her into staying longer. When Beauty finally returned to the castle, she found the beast near death in the garden. "I'm sorry," she cried. "Please don't die. I love you." With those words, the beast transformed into a handsome prince. A wicked enchantress had cursed him long ago, and only true love could break the spell. Beauty and the prince were married, and her family was invited to live at the castle. The selfish sisters, however, were turned into statues as punishment for their envy. From that day on, Beauty and her prince lived happily ever after.